Hi guys. Okay, welcome back to Freeze Drying Mama. Today we are doing a cleaning, how to clean the inside of your machine. You're gonna have to forgive me for the mess behind me. We're trying to kind of move things around and readjust things in the office right now. As you can see, I have my machine here. This is Frosty. I've introduced you to her a few times. I've done a few loads and it's time to clean her. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to take the gasket off. And if you go to my site, to freezedryingmama.com, you'll see a detailed post with pictures on exactly how to do this in case I talk too fast, which is common, or if something just doesn't make sense. So you can see here on the bottom part of this gasket, it is dirty. I mean, I do a ton of freeze drying. I don't stop. I keep going and going. As you can see right now, I'm defrosting from just doing some sour cream. And I was like, okay, I have about an hour done. I can start kind of wiping things down. So you can kind of see right here how the dirt's right here. There's a collection of food and stuff because this is a freeze dryer. This is what we're freeze drying. I don't usually do it with this much ice in it, but I don't like having my freeze dryer sitting either. So I'm just kind of making do. And I did have sour cream in here, so there's a ton of ice along there. All I've done is taken a sponge and some soapy water, and I've seen a few of my friends and stuff who like to take out the entire piece. I do that sometimes, but I don't unplug it because I figure, do I really want a chance that something's going to happen? You know, something might happen. I don't want to disconnect it. You can, and it's very easy to reconnect back there in the back. There's a cord back there. I've got a whole piece of ice coming out, and that's from, it's not completely defrosted yet. Oops. All right. Okay, so what I'm doing is I really just want to get this cleaned up for my next batch, my next few batches. And I usually try to clean every 5 to 8 batches. Like I said, there's a lot of ice in here because I was just doing the sour cream, but I like to get in here, get up on the top, and try to just clean it out so it's not contaminated, so it's cleaned up, you know, for my next batch of food, so it's all nice and clean, so I can mess it up again. Isn't that what kids are for? To make things that are clean, make them dirty. And I just keep rinsing the sponge, and I do very little soap. Usually I do vinegar instead of soap, like a vinegar water mix. And I'll just keep cleaning this, and then we'll come back in just a second. I'll show you what it looks like when we've got it all cleaned up. A quick caveat. We've got people cleaning in our house. A quick caveat here. When you are cleaning your machine in defrost mode, it's gonna be hot. Okay? It's trying to get hot. It's 157 degrees. I am not recommending you do this. I'm recommending you wait until the defrost is over. It's had time to cool. I'm just saying that I'm on such a tight load right now with trying to get things freeze-dried with hunting season, cleaning out my stuff. I've got extra harvest things that I'm trying to do. I only have 3 freezers. Time is tight for me. So I am going into that knowing that the machine is hot, willingly burning myself, sacrificing some skin so I can get my machine and keep it going, because as soon as the sucker's defrosted, I'm going back in with the next load. It's ready, it's waiting to go in. So I am not recommending that you do this when it's defrosting, okay? I'm just showing you how to clean it. So ignore that it's defrosting or the fact that I keep burning my fingers. Okay, here you can see the top parts of the tray, of the shelves, the shelving units that we have in the freeze dryer. You can see on the left-hand side is the clean version. Well, not up here, don't look up there, but on the clean version here, and then you can see where it was dirty because this stuff, the food pops and stuff up there. It just does as it's getting vaporized out and stuff. And you know I go pretty close with my tray height. I mean, I get pretty close up there. So as you're looking at these and it's getting dark, you can see it's black. It's cooking up there. That's where heat is. So this is the difference. You want to make sure you wash everything because that's where you put your food. All right. We'll be right back. Okay, so I'm still pulling ice chunks out. Put them in my bucket. You can see the cord's connected here. You can see I've got stuff in here. This is dirty. I've been doing some eggs. I've been doing sour cream. A lot of my raw material I've been doing. And it is definitely obvious in the drum of my machine. So I left it plugged in, as you can see, and I'm just kind of removing some things, getting it wiped out. And it doesn't look like it's dirty up on the sides, but it is. It's all dirty. It needs to be cleaned out. It needs to be washed really good, because this is where your food goes. This is the stuff that you're trying to store, and you don't want it to store with a bunch of dirt on it. I even got pieces of chicken in here. My goodness. I've only done like 4 loads in here. Okay. And just keep cleaning. I go all the way up the sides, making sure it's a fresh batch. Fresh sponge. Like I said, the best way to do it is a nice vinegar hot water mix, because then you're not leaving any chemicals or soap in. But you do you, whatever you like. Some people like bleach. I'm not a big fan of bleach in instances like this, but again, you do what's going to make you happy and what you're going to feel cleanest with. I feel like vinegars are really good. Don't forget to use and don't like hesitate to use the rougher part of those sponges. Get that dirt off there. Get it cleaned up. And water sometimes sits back in these things, and get it cleaned out. Get it all nice and feeling like it's brand new. So your next load, it's all nice and clean. It's really easy to put it back in when you haven't disconnected it, because it's working all good. Get in the back. Oh, I'm not left-handed, I can tell. Oh my goodness. Need to tear that wall down over there so I can reach in with my right hand. I don't think my husband would go for that. Maybe he would. What do you think, Mac? Do you think Dad would let me tear that wall down so I can get in here with my right arm?
Probably not.
Probably not. You heard it here for folks. My 10-year-old son said no. It's not going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to continue to clean this, but look at how much better that is. And then as soon as I get the rest of the shelving done and get the gasket cleaned, we'll come back and I'll show you a finished product. Thanks. Alright guys, so I got this all cleaned up. This is all cleaned up inside. As you can see, I never touched this cord back here, the connection. But I am going to just make sure it's tight. Just make sure everything's connected right back here. I'm going to pick this up and put it, set it right back in the way I want it. With the white on top, the red up on the top. And slide it in so it's nice and secure and angled. Okay. Then I'm going to go in and I'll be right back because my gasket's almost ready to go. Thanks. Okay, here we go. My gasket's ready to go on. What I've done is I just rinsed it with warm water and some vinegar, get that cleanliness, but no soap. Nothing abrasive, nothing that can ruin the seal of my gasket. I don't want anything lingering, okay? Vinegar, again, very nice cleaning agent, doesn't usually destroy anything. So when you put it back on, you just make sure that it fits, tuck it in place, and we're done. The defrost is done. My hands are wet, obviously, and kind of dried up Frosty. Sorry about that, Frosty. Now you're all clean. You've had a bath. Aren't you happy? So happy. All right, so as you can see, we got that cleaning done, and we're ready to start our next batch of freeze-drying stuff. I believe I've got ice cream going in next. So excited. All right, guys, thank you so much.